Hello, Facebook fans and YouTube fans of DX Engineering. It is Friday afternoon here in the Eastern time zone of the USA. It's 21 Zulu on December 8th, 2023. And this is the weekend special where you never know what the topic's going to be. But today we have a really neat topic because we're getting ready for Hamvention 2024. And here is the official spokesperson for Hamvention, Michael, W8CI. Hello, Michael.
Hey, hello, Tim. Good to be here. And quick hello to all the 700 volunteers that we have, and to our General Chair, Jim Storms, AB8YK, and to people all over the world who may be tuning in or watch this to figure out what's going on at Hamvention.
Yeah, here we are 6 months before Hamvention, and it's time to get ready. I mean, hotels, a lot of hotels are already booked up, but there still is hotel space available. And if you call around, you can do that. But Michael, let's talk about what you and all the committee chairs, what's been going on since Hamvention 2023?
Well, we are excited because we are going to host the ARRL National Convention this year, and we've been working with the ARRL leadership to try to determine what kind of activities that we're going to have to make it special and how we can work collaboratively to make this happen. And there'll be more news coming out on this soon, but we wanted to get the word out that that's going to happen. That's one thing.
And this is not the first time that Hamvention has hosted the ARRL National Convention at the same time as Hamvention. So you really get two really bolstering big opportunities between Hamvention and the ARRL National Convention.
Absolutely, and some of the things that we've been talking about that will be coming out soon are going to be pretty exciting. So it'll be much more of a collaboration than we've had in the past.
Oh, that is great news, Michael. And I know, 6 months is going to go by very fast. But if somebody has never been to Hamvention, how would they go about
it? Now, that's a good question. I would probably be prepared for something in amateur radio that you've never seen before. I don't care which amateur radio event you've been. Hamvention is huge. There's so much going on. So how would I go about going about it? Get on the website and make friends with that website. That's www.hamvention.org. And as time even gets closer, be sure you download the apps that will be in place to tell you what the forums are going to be, and the forums are always spectacular. What are the forums? What vendor is in what building? Even after the event, there are many parties, many gatherings that are going on, and most of those can be gained on our website. And if you're putting on some kind of event at Hamvention, after hours, let us know and we can put it on our website.
Right. So those are alternate activities or associated activities. And that's, Hamvention.org is really the place to go. And Michael, how often is Hamvention.org updated?
Well, now that we're getting closer to the event, it will be updated probably every few days. And we're trying to put a lot more attention on it because we know a lot more people go to that now. And we have a new webmaster along with the old webmaster who is taking care of things. So she is really on top. I've given her some things to do, and she gets it done quickly. So yeah, you can look at it anytime, really.
And Michael, this is the second year for Jim Storms, AB8YK as chair, and looking for exciting things from him too.
Yeah, well, he's definitely engaged and coming up with new ideas. We have a logo. Did you get the logo there, our new logo?
Yeah, Katie, if you
Katie?
can put the logo up.
Yeah, let's take a look at that, and we'll talk a little bit about the theme of what we're going to do. And the theme this year is expanding our community. In other words, we want to expand amateur radio worldwide. I don't care if you're 7 or 8 years old, 14 years old. Maybe you're somebody in their 20s. Maybe you're somebody in their 40s, or now an empty nester, or somebody like me. That's one of them. Now there's another one that's a round one, and that is going to be basically there it is in the top right. You can see that, and we're going to use that one quite a bit, and this one in the square will be used on most of all of our print material. But one of our guys designed these, and we're really excited that he got that done. He does that. He's an artist for a living, and Chuck just does a fabulous job on it. But we're excited. We've got the theme going, and I think that some of the theme will ARRL is going to be doing a lot around that theme as well.
Well, and the ARRL, Michael, is going to bring a lot of people from headquarters, as well as their directors from across the country, their section managers, certainly be a big presence from the Great Lakes Division, for all the section managers from Kentucky and Ohio and Michigan. So if you have questions for the ARRL, I mean, this is the place to get them answered, whether it's QSL cards, whether it's membership, and they have other activities at the ARRL booth as well. And then, Michael, let's talk for a minute about forums, because forums has been something that you have worked on, and how the ARRL forums are integrated with the Hamvention forums.
What we have decided to do this year, which is different than any year we've done it, we sort of began it last year to have most all of the forums in one forum room. That's forum room 3. And this year we just told them, you guys can have that room, and they were very excited, and they're going to have a lot of different activities going on in there, which they will give us the schedule, and we want to support them in those and work together on those endeavors. But that is a difference. And forum room 3, we put up some new monitors in there. It's about to get painted, although it looks pretty good. And it even has its own nice set of restrooms in the back that are kind of privy to that particular forum. So I think it's going to be a really nice setup for them, and they're going to have all their activities in there. Well, I won't say all of them. There'll be a few out on the floor itself of Hamvention, and I don't really know exactly what those are going to be yet. Some things that we've talked about.
Yeah, so I know we're 6 months out, but 6 months is going to go pretty fast, and I know there's a lot of planning. But the forums listings will start getting updated on the hamvention.org website. So you'll start to be able to see what the ARRL is doing and what the other Hamvention forums are doing as well. And I'm very proud to say that we're starting to sell Hamvention general admission tickets at DX Engineering now today. So you can buy your ticket. And Michael, how much money can you save when you buy ahead?
You know what? It's several dollars. I know that. You asked me a question that I can't recall to be
but
exact.
I know you can save money if
yes,
you buy
you can
the ticket ahead of time. So you don't have to wait in line the day of the show on Friday or Saturday when you get there. And let's talk just for a second about Sunday and the fact that you can come to Hamvention for free on Sunday.
That's right. You can, maybe you live in the area, or maybe you have somebody, a friend that, is going to be in the area and waiting while you go to Hamvention, or you don't want to spend that kind of money on it. They can come for free. You go to the ticket booth and you get a a complimentary ticket to get in. Now, you won't be eligible for any of the prize drawings, but you can get in, and still the vendors are all there, and lots of good deals that can still occur on Sunday. Some people try to sell off Sunday like, well, it's all done. It's not done. And I know the vendors have been pretty excited in the fact that we have much more foot traffic on Sundays because of that. So take a look at that as an opportunity. Maybe you live within 90 miles of Hamvention, or maybe you're coming down with friends. Great opportunity.
It is a great opportunity. And maybe they don't have a license, so they can come in and see what amateur radio is all about. You know, we've got some of our young amateur radio operators here in the chat room, like W3MLJ. He can't wait for Hamvention. And of course, our friend Joe Eisenberg, who has really been giving back with his time, you know, doing a lot in kit building and soldering classes. And Jim Storms, our general chairman, checked in. He said it's a $5 savings if you sign up and get the ticket ahead of time. And we've got young Grace in here, KE8RJU. She had a couple of contests here at K3LR this year. Hi, Tim and Michael. I'm excited for Hamvention, and she's bringing the whole family. You know, everybody in the family's got a license, starting with her grandfather, who was a superb DXer, K8YSE. And we've got John, KB3H, who says that Hamvention at Xenia is my happy place. And so lots of great thoughts as everybody gets ready for Hamvention. Let's see. We got a couple other comments. We're not going to be able to get to everybody, but certainly a lot of excitement building. And Michael, as you and the rest of the Hamvention team, and you talked about at the start of this show, the 700 plus volunteers, and how exciting that is, that those 700 volunteers are going to come together to really put on a great show. And we're going to have you on a lot as we move towards Hamvention, and we're hoping you're going to bring us new and exciting news.
Well, absolutely. Let me back up here. First, I want to apologize to Jim Storms. I couldn't remember the $5 discount. That is a good deal, especially if you're buying by bulk. And so I jumped in with that. The 700 volunteers, we couldn't do Hamvention without volunteers. Nobody gets paid at all to put on Hamvention. Now we do purchase like some security, and we purchase fire and EMS and those sorts of things. But there are no amateur radio operators that are volunteers or that are not volunteers. And we absolutely could not run without those volunteers. And I'm a volunteer, Jim's a volunteer, and it's just a great thing. I also want to mention too, while we were talking about forums, if you are planning on presenting or would like to possibly present, get online at hamvention.org and go to forums, and you'll see the forums there. Easy to fill out, but we do need some information on it, and get that to us here pretty soon, because like Tim says, probably sometime in February, we'll be closing in on getting the forms filled up and sealed, and that's it. So please do that. And just because you had one last year does not guarantee that you'll have one this year. You've got to apply. You got to be part of it. So I think there's been some misunderstanding of that in the past. But I also want to mention that the awards nominations are now open, and they'll be open until sometime in early February. And the forms are all online. And really, if you know somebody who might make a good Amateur of the Year, Technical Achievement Award winner, a Special Achievement Award, somebody who's done something real special for amateur radio, maybe not necessarily in the highly technical side, but somebody who's done something. And then one that I started some years ago that I think is very important is the Club of the Year. Amateur radio cannot function without good clubs. I know that Hamvention wouldn't function without our club. So please consider it. And, you never know when you apply, make the application, you never know. And especially you clubs out there. We do look at a lot of things, how well-rounded the club is. You don't have to be the biggest club, and you don't have to have the best looking hams. You just, you want to be active, and you want to be doing a lot of things in amateur radio. So that is coming up pretty soon, the awards.
Yeah, the awards are just one of many parts of Hamvention that make it so special. And like I said, Michael, we're going to have you on a lot between now and Hamvention in May. And of course, we encourage people to ask questions and things in the chat room for the next go around, because we're coming to the end of this show. And Michael, as we come to the end of the show, we do have a very special event coming up this Monday morning at 8:45 Eastern Time, the Harbor Creek School up near Erie, Pennsylvania. So just Google Harbor Creek Amateur Radio, and you can see what is going on. They will have a two-way QSO with the International Space Station. So this is amateur radio communication to school students to the International Space Station. A big deal, and it will be live online. So and it has been it's been promoted by the ARRL. The ARRL is very involved in this. DX Engineering has been involved by getting equipment to them. So we're very excited. This coming Monday morning, 8:45 a.m., Harbor Creek near Erie, Pennsylvania. So look for that. And Michael, thank you, and thanks to all the 700 plus volunteers that put on Hamvention. And we wish you the best, and we'll have you on after the first of the year.
Thank you, Tim, and thanks to Katie, who does a lot in the background too, and Terry and your whole team. I just have a couple more things. I want to wish everybody a very safe, happy holidays. Get on the radio. I want to mention that in early January, down in Puerto Rico, somewhere near Arecibo, there's going to be an ARRL sanctioned ham event down there. Please try to make it. You can get that information online. And also in February, Hamcation's coming up. And you would think, well, why would I say anything about those other groups? We all work together. If they're successful, we're successful, and the vendors are successful. And thanks again to everybody, and to you, Tim, 7-3.
Okay, Michael, thanks for coming today. And thanks to all of you for viewing. And we'll see you next time here at DX Engineering. Until then, 73.